you know, it's a saying, you can obviously make your own luck in football, is you just have to play well so you avoid situations like that. And unfortunately in that moment we didn't do that.
I remember walking away from that game going, I wasn't what I needed to be for that team in the moment.
You go, Connor! Right, Hamish and Ed, you're out!
Harry Milligan knows how to win.
But personally I think, you know, what the hell is a 3-4-3?
As a player, he has been to the summit of the Saturday League world many times before.
Oh, save!
Being part of a Beacon Hill side which has done it all. But management is a completely different story, as now Harry has no control over what happens on the pitch.
Why the fuck is he there? He's throwing it away. Go on! Gregor! Stick your flag up!
If this wasn't enough, he will be coaching sixth form football. One more physical and more aggressive than typical Saturday leagues. This is his first time coaching a team, and he has decided to start in the most challenging and most competitive corner of the footballing world with one of the best teams in the world.
All in, all or nothing, rolling dice, no more bluffing, karma's nice, but revenge tastes sweet. When it's birthed from the work of your hands, there's no sleep. For the
I don't think anyone, you know, is the perfect manager.
Don't need applause. I lack the patience, like the payments, freedom's been afforded.
It meant everything to me.
But I control its course, so if I'm so lost in the source, then at me up and feel my force, 'cause I'm the cure and I'm the cause.
An astonishing save!
But I was absolutely gutted, to be honest with you.
The way I would summarise my time, I think I could have improved on some things.
Blood, sweat and tears, we spent all these years.
Obviously, what followed were 2 more injuries.
What is birthed from the work of your hands, there's no sleep.
And not being afraid of the emotional highs and lows. Football, as we know, is all about highs and lows.
Like the payments, freedom's been afforded. I might not control destiny, but I control this course. So if I'm so lost in the source, then at me up and feel my force, 'cause I'm the cure and I'm the cause.
England, the home of football for more than a century and a half. Here, football is part of daily life, especially in a town like Lippok. The town's local team, Lippok United, has seen much success since it was founded in 2008. With over 250 players, ranging from kids as young as 5 to men in their 50s, for years they were the town's footballing representation. Until now. Bohunt's sporting director, Jake King, runs all operations at the club.
In the early days, when the sixth form opened, it was literally just me and sort of 3 or 4 students just playing sort of heads and volleys.
Like he does at the start of every new academic school year, he has been putting up posters encouraging the new batch of players to step up.
It grew the year before you guys came, it grew bigger. You know, that was a decent intake of sort of footballers.
The poster turned out to be a success, as 14 new players put their names forward. Out of the 14, 6 play for Lippok's local rivals, Beacon Hill. Tom Poole, a striker who has come off the back of an impressive season with the Panthers, Beacon Hill's first team. Tom has been playing at a high level for the past few years, so getting the best out of him is a critical priority for the club. The other 5 consist of prolific goalscorer Charlie Weller, the energetic Brexit fullback Connor Carroll, possession-orientated midfielder Jack Lee, midfielder turned right back Gregor Curden, and finally the goalkeeper and vice-captain of the Titans, Harry Milligan.
And then when you guys come along, there was like 20 or so of you that all loved football.
The lads' first game together was played behind closed doors, against the Legion's third team. Without a manager on the sideline, the team came away losing 4-3.
Can you talk us through the own goal at St Legion's?
You know what,
I think it's always quite hard, having had football teams over the sort of 13 years I've been at Bohunt. It's always hard when you're reffing to try and then think about subs and making tactical changes.
With a famous cup final against their very local rivals just a few months away, the club needed a new approach and a fresh start.
The takeover of Bohunt FC has now been completed, with the McNamara consortium expected to announce a new manager later today.
Mr. Sadiq,
What does owning BFC mean to you?
Well, it really means the world to me. This club has come far and wide. We've come from the depths of the league. We've really brought our way up.
Good afternoon. Harry, first of all, congratulations on the appointment as the new BFC manager. How does it feel that your first managerial appointment is at this beloved club, which is so close to your heart?
It means the world to me to be appointed, and hopefully I can get this team back on track to where I know it can be.
Milligan's appointment has been met with mixed reviews from fans and pundits alike.
I think it's a good appointment, especially the way things have been. Plus, he's a club legend, everyone likes him.
I think obviously the news of last week for supporters was pretty gutting, I think would be the word across the board to summarise it.
But then again, it is a bit risky, but he can't do much worse than we already are, so I think it's a good appointment, yeah.
But I only see him as a sub, but he might prove me wrong.
I think I was probably brought in as a bit of a backup signing, I didn't have the most credentials in the world. My experience with management had been pretty minuscule, and it was sort of about, as soon as I joined, implementing those changes and getting to the club to a position where I felt they were able to win games.
I think mainly I was thinking I was wearing the wrong shoes. Weather conditions, you mustn't forget it had been raining.
We needed sort of a bit of a confidence boost, and I'm not 100% sure why we gave the penalty to Ollie Fewings.
I just wanted to place it. I didn't. Yeah.
It's probably one of the worst penalties I've ever seen in my life.
Technically, if you count my assist for our team, it was net -1 assists. Think about that. That was probably one of the greatest moments. Team's first goal, it really meant a lot to me, and will forever be my favourite goal.
The manager's on the pitch! You came up against a team that, like I said, that year group above you, they had some absolutely brilliant players. It was quite the beating, but Harry organised you well, and you just came up against a team who were just technically sort of better.
It would be a year before Milligan gets the opportunity to right the wrongs at Havant. Until then, he sets his focus on an upcoming game against local sixth form rivals, Churches. Churches is a co-educational, independent private school for girls and boys aged 3 to 18 in Hampshire. Being a private school, they are despised on Bohunt soil, making them their greatest rivals.
Churches is mind-boggling. Dreadful.
Jaw-dropping.
Exciting. Rewarding.
What do we think of Churches? Shit! What do we think of shit? Churches! Thank you!
In the days leading up to the event, tension began to build between the two sides.
The boys are really up for it. I think that's probably our downfall for a lot of the build-up for BFC, is that we get so up for everything. That happens, that when you eventually do get let down, sometimes that it crushes you, and it crushes people around you as well.
And with that, Harry's first season as head coach was over. Over the summer, Harry has thought endlessly about new strategies he can implement so he can get his first victory as manager. With the highly anticipated Churches game fast approaching, he has called a team meeting to run through some of the ideas he and his assistant, Daniel, Jason Tyndall, Meach, have come up with. Most of these ideas were expected by the squad. However, what the squad didn't know was that Harry had made a surprise addition to the backroom staff.
Hi, people.
What was it like to be appointed as one of Harry's coaching staff?
I'd like to say it was a dream come true. I didn't know it was a dream until I had the fortune of actually being appointed.
Coach Harvey's experience in football coaching is fairly limited, never having a higher role than supervisor for Tuesday futsal.
I took an opportunity and I knew the type of players, I knew the type of people that would be on that team.
She was signed for an undisclosed fee over the summer, with the intention of boosting the team's morale.
That was a huge decision. I think that coach has brought, she does actually often joke about her maybe slightly weaker football knowledge of the game, but she brings an unrivaled sense of team spirit to the boys.
With the team briefed on the new changes, it was time for Milligan to face the press for only the second time since his appointment. The British press have a reputation for their honesty and brutality, especially when it comes to sixth form football. This is as a result of the high standards and expectations.
Certainly for the team and the fans' morale, a win is certainly necessary. At the same time, we've only ever had one chance. So to judge me off of one performance of a game where, let's be honest, some former players maybe should have been a bit more lethal in front of goal than they were. I think that it would be unfair for my role to be dictated from one game. But yeah, a win is certainly important. It's what I'm here for.
So your last penalty didn't go to plan. Tell me, have you been practicing then? And if your side does get a penalty, will you be stepping in to take it?
I think as footballers you need to improve on your game. You always need to go that one step further. Obviously, I missed a penalty. I'm up there with the greats. Saka, Sancho, they missed the penalties in the Euros final. So I like to count myself as one of them.
I've learned so much. I've only been working for a month now. I've learned so much. I never knew I could look from this side of the game.
Well, I've never heard of this tiki-taka. But personally, I think, what the hell is a 3-4-3? There's a reason that, it's described as 4-4 fucking 2.
The Year 13's Milligan side faced in December were victorious in both games, beating their Year 13's 11-3. And with only a single training session in the build-up, Harry didn't get a chance to showcase his managerial style. But with almost 10 months since the horror show at Havant, he has had plenty of time to implement his strategy and philosophy to the team. Now, it's just a matter of whether his strategy is good enough. The warm-up is far from perfect. With kick-off soon commencing, it looks to be another tough game for BFC. Realising this, Milligan calls the boys in for the team talk, where he showcases his authority amongst the team. Milligan sets up his side with only 5 of the 11 that played against the Year 13s starting. 5 of the 6 first-time starters are making their BFC debut, with summer signings Hamish Henderson and Charlie Berrant replacing Erling Gibb at right back and left wing, and January signing from Singapore Ben McDougall forcing club captain Oliver Fewings to the wing, who is hoping he can redeem himself for the penalty at Havant. The game kicks off with Milligan's side getting involved physically early on. Within minutes of kickoff, Harry and Jason have identified a problem. Milligan praised his side against the Year 13s for creating good chances against a far superior side. But here, against a much more beatable opposition, the coaching staff have identified the team's reluctance to create the same type of chances.
Boys, get a shot!
Realising this, Churches start the game on the front foot, causing Bohunt to defend for their lives, just like how they failed to do 9 months prior.
No, sorry. That's alright.
Despite Church's early pressure, Bohunt found themselves with a breakaway, with an opportunity for captain Ollie Fewings to put his side ahead. Following this, Milligan identifies his side as failing to assert any dominance in the air, as well as struggling to retain any sort of possession in the game. Realising a change needs to be made, he makes his first substitution just 10 minutes into the game.
Tom Glazebrook!
Tom Glazebrook is one of Bohunt's most experienced players, performing at a high level for his club, Liss Athletic. Milligan had benched Tom for disciplinary issues, as he told the press.
Tom Glazebrook had a bit of an attitude problem that day, if I remember correctly. Refused to wear a suit, which is essentially blasphemy to BFC. He actually essentially played a game of chicken with me and said that I wouldn't bench him. So of course I had to. You've got to keep some players in check sometimes.
Glazebrook's impact is instant, with Bohunt immediately calmer and more clinical with possession. However, Harry and Jason still have a familiar issue on their hand. They're not creating any chances, even with the retained possession. This results in a build-up in momentum for their greatest rivals. Bohunt's goalkeeper, George Newman, and the incapability of the Church's attacking force has kept Bohunt in it. Milligan and his coaches have a plan if their side is to go behind. However, they are about to experience something they didn't prepare for.
Fucking hell! Jesus! You know you're playmaker. I can't play because okay. You're going to hospital. You're going to hospital? Sure. Sure. You're going on a minute.
Harry experienced injuries at Havant 9 months prior, but not to the severity of this. With Ben McDougall injured, centre-back Harvey Jones makes his debut for BFC. And with the loss of Ben, Church's momentum only grew further.
Everyone can look at a game and go, I would have saved that, I would have scored that.
How they scored that?
Fuck me. But hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah. Do you know where that came from? Going over there.
Shit, they just scored.
Yeah.
I think we just conceded a very jammy goal.
From here on, Harry's frustration only grew.
And then why the fuck is he there? Offside. Gregor! Stick your flag up!
Half time. Being a goal down at the break, Milligan has a big decision to make. Vice-captain Jack Lee picked up a knock in the weeks leading up to the game, forcing him to view the first half from the sidelines. Harry now has to decide whether now is the right time for Jack's return, as well as what to say to the lads.
He's right sharp, shush! The defence, Connor, mate, did you even make a tackle?
I did solo out a few players, but sometimes they need to be told, and I think you need to sort of give them that little bit of a push, or indeed just take them off.
Positioning was shit. Just get a shot off. Why are you trying to dribble it past the goal? He's not the main keeper. He's not got a goalkeeper kit on.
It was a poor first half. I'm not going to lie about that, but I think it's also important to consider the fact that the previous game we played, we were about 4-0 down going into half time. So there is some level of improvement there. But what I was looking for there from the boys was to demonstrate to me that they were up for the game no matter what. Even if you're losing, you've got to go for it. 1-0 is hardly, a game-ending scoreline.
Making some subs. Connor, you're off. Jack, where are you? Yeah. Boys, hey, Connor. Dodgy fucking goal. Dodgy ref as well, can I say? He's on my plate. Right. That means nothing. That half, alright, meant nothing to us, alright? What we're going to do is we're going to go out there and smash them, alright? Take their ankles, take their life, take this match, alright? Push the line back, as he said. Let's fucking win this game, boys. Put some fucking passion into it. Come on, lads!
With the second half underway, the team make a quick start. Despite the strong start, the team are still a goal down. But Jason's got an idea.
We were looking at the team, we thought, what do we need? You need somebody who's going to have, the mentality to win, they're not going to give up, somebody who works as a team player, and somebody who has the ability to score goals and to get into the goal scoring positions, and Lewis did, he ticked all those boxes.
Yeah, it was an incredible feeling. I obviously had a point to prove coming off the bench, and I was just glad that I could help the team. Yeah, it was amazing. And from there on, Milligan's side didn't look like slowing down.
A 3-2 win against a decent Churches team.
I want to mention Churches, obviously, in the victory against Churches, because that was the thing that really really, I suppose, projected the team into the whole school consciousness, particularly the whole staff consciousness, even in main schools.
I was just really proud of the boys and really happy for them to finally get a win because the work they put in, they really deserved it.
Get broken! At times it's a bit shaky, right? But when it counted, you finally listened and had a shot team. And we scored a goal. I wanted to do that. What have we done? Well done, boys! Here we go!
With Harry's first win as manager secured, trust and belief has been reinstated amongst the board, as well as with the fans.
I think it's important for the boys to remain humble. We knew that the first half of that game was exceptionally poor. Not the worst I've seen us play, but it was bad.
With 3 months until December and a historic cup final, Milligan has agreed to the Churches rematch to keep them fit and more prepared for Havant.
I wanted the boys to have some sort of test. I didn't want them to become comfortable and think, we've beaten them once, we're better than everyone else.
He's identified the team's struggle with set pieces, having conceded from one at both Havant and against Churches, and failing to score from any of their own.
You're correct to highlight set pieces as an issue. We're not great at them, but
We're not great scoring from them either.
no, we're not great at either aspect of them actually.
He's even taken part in training, showing the boys how it's done.
You ready?
Oh, piss off.
Well, I was hoping for a little bit of incorporation into the team, see how the inner workings.
The 4-4-2, look, it's a very good formation. I think we adapted well to it last time, but we were unfortunate to have some players who misunderstand what a position is.
Play about, so today's going to be a real eye-opener. You get to suss out the team fully, maybe make some transfers after,
Rumour has it yesterday in training, Jack, you missed an open goal from 2 yards by blasting it over the bar and nearly hit Katie Arden. I'm just wondering, will you still have the confidence to take shots in the match, or are you going to be...
I think you're getting confused with someone else.
Before the game even kicked off, Milligan's side was impacted by injuries, with goalkeeper George Newman going into the game with an injured shoulder. As well as this, defensive midfielder Ben McDougall, having recovered from his hip injury, is only available for the first half. To make matters more interesting, Harry has also left a crucial player out of the 11.
I think there's a misconception that I don't like Tom Poole. I think he has a bit of an attitude problem. I've been very honest about that. I benched him to sort of show him that the team can function without him.
Following the boys' first win as a team, confidence is high going into the rematch, despite the uncertainty of the back line. Churches showed no fear, starting the game on the front foot. Fortunately for Milligan, his defensive setup of the back five has proven the correct strategy, with the Bohunt defenders quick to the ball. However, as is tradition with the other games, it wasn't long before Milligan's side found themselves with an injury to defence.
Goal is gone.
With George unable to play on, Harry is forced into an early sub once more. Gregor Curran, unprepared for this, takes a while getting ready to come on, which is the catalyst of a rare case of misunderstanding amongst the substitutes.
Ethan, you're not coming on, mate.
Curran eventually makes his way onto the pitch, where he, alongside the rest of his teammates in defence, continues to stay as a strong unit. Despite their best efforts, however, Churches don't back down, and eventually they get their chance. At almost the half an hour mark, Milligan once again finds its side conceding first. Needing more attacking chances, Milligan feels Poole has learnt his lesson, and minutes after coming on, he gets his first chance.
Well played, well played, well played. Good use, body.
That was my substitution, I knew he would do that. It's all up here.
For For the first time, Harry's side find themselves going into half-time team talk level with their opponent. And Harrison's involvement was over, however, as he became the lino. Unfortunately for Harrison, Churches made a quick start again, forcing him to make one of the most controversial decisions of the game.
You're on the wrong side of the pitch! It was offside by like 5 metres! You are so dumb!
And Church's determination for revenge did not end there. Milligan's side have crumbled, forcing the defence to face continuous Church's attacks.
Connor! Take him up! Up! Nolly! Ollie! What are you doing? What? There's 3 of you in the back!
Milligan's side needed more attacking prowess, which was evidenced by the subs.
I tell you need a strike right now.
Robbie, I'm going to hit you if you say yourself.
Fortunately, Glazebrook pushing higher up gave some added experience to the attack, and a through ball from Charlie Weller provided Bohunt with a golden chance. Milligan's side are back in it. However, he isn't amused with the celebration.
Gangster ball!
What are we celebrating for? We're 3-2 down.
Guys, urgency now, come on, you got this!
With minutes until the full-time whistle, Bohunt were running out of time, and they couldn't get the ball in the net. And in extra time, Bohunt had one final chance to score.
Hamish, come on! Up! Hamish! Hamish, mate. He's thrown it away.
After the game,
obviously awful.
It was the worst feeling I've ever had off the back of a football pitch.
You know, I'm blaming Harrison. That was completely fucking offside, and he knows it.
I remember walking away from that game going, I wasn't what I needed to be for that team in the moment. And I kind of walked away and went, I'm really good 5 minutes after the moment, but not so much in the moment.
We have to get a third game in.
Exactly.
The trilogy. He was offside by fucking 5 metres, and he's on the wrong fucking side of the pitch.
I mean, just then, as you saw, Hamish throws away our last chance of the game. Stupid.
About 5 minutes ago, he asked me, where's the halfway line?
Harry faces the media for the last time.
You've got a 66% loss rate as a manager. Do you feel your team's performance reflects this negative stat?
I think it's quite a hard-hitting statistic. No, I don't think it reflects my time here or the way the boys have been performing.
Complete respect for my predecessor, Cameron. He left this position and I took it and I ran with it, and it's one of the best things that I've ever done this year.
The day had arrived. This was it.
And then in terms of, if I'm confident to win, 100%. You can't go into a game and think, you're going to lose.
2 years of blood, sweat and tears had all come down to this moment.
I think it's fair to say pretty much everyone thought we were going to lose that game. So there was a sense of, I think, false confidence throughout a lot of the boys sort of pretending like we really believe we could win.
Apart from Harry, who's got worse, everyone else has really improved and developed.
just playing on that pitch with all my mates, it was really something special.
Once more, the team had to go into the match with a defensive absence, with Ed Scully unavailable.
I'm guessing you're hoping to win, but do you think that's actually something that is achievable?
Oh, 100%. You know, obviously you've got to have the hope that you can win. You've got to have the belief that you can win. But in my opinion, we've got more than a fighting chance against this team.
I think we've got the quality to win the game.
The other team's going to give them a run for their money, so it'll be a good match to watch. But we've got it.
Easy game of our life. They were shouting at each other yesterday at Wednesday. There's no team morale, no team building. Mess of a team.
You have two options in this game. The first one is you can wait for them to come to you and you'll get absolutely fucked, or you can take the game to them from the first minute. If one of them fouls one of you, swarm them, right? They've been saying before the game how they are intending to injure half of you, okay? You need to be backing your teammates up and fucking going for them, right? They're going to get frustrated so quickly. We will win this game, I guarantee you. If we score a goal in the first half, we will win this game because their heads will drop next. They will get frustrated with each other and they'll just try and steal past everyone. Okay? Don't dive in, watch the ball, not the man, because they're going to try and do all these fancy skills. Stay as a line, be solid in your positions, and you will win this game. Okay? Bye-bye!
I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
It wasn't about all the reasons to be cocky, it wasn't about all the reasons to be arrogant, it was about the team and how you played off of each other.
Going into it, the Year 12 team were confident. They maybe a little overconfident.
And introducing the starting players. The idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. And this is the initial 11 for the visitors today.
Midfield domination will be key to winning this game. If they can manage that, it will then allow their fullbacks to join their attacking play.
And the match is underway.
The game kicks off, and it's not long before it turns physical.
Yeah, go on. Yes! Lovely start!
He makes that tackle and you immediately think, shit, he could be going off, that looks like a red.
Oh, he's already. He's injured. He's injured. He's fucking brilliant.
Oh, he's not. I was actually recovered.
Like most matches, BFC find themselves on the back foot, sitting deep and soaking up pressure.
Yes, Hamish, good! Come on, Lewis, keep that! Oh, lucky! Go on, Connor! Go on, Ben, off him! Go on, Connor! Off him! Yes, Connor! Lovely stuff!
Me and Ben, obviously, not realising the other went for him, just sort of sandwiched him.
Yes, mate!
The Year 12s find themselves with a free kick on the edge of the box, with Milligan's side having an awful reputation from set pieces.
Go, George!
This may be the Year 12's best chance of scoring.
Yes, George! Away! Go on, Waller! Go on, Waller, chase him! Quickly, boy!
The game appeared to have calmed down slightly, until...
Go on, Connor! Yes, lovely stuff!
head the ball forward. I know Ben's behind me. I know I don't have a lot of time.
We didn't actually think at the time it was such an intended shove.
But
looking back, obviously it is.
And I obviously feel this shove and I can't slow down.
Yeah, go on, Connor! Yes, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff, Connor!
I didn't actually know it was Harry at the time. It was just this collision which sort of spun me a bit and forced my my knee to go under the seating of having. I have to put everything aside. I have a quick chat with Harry. He asks if I'm okay. I said, "Are you okay?" We both sort of get on with it, and I'm straight back down chasing him.
That's what the GoPro's for! That's what the GoPro's for! Let's go! Tackle, boys!
Actually, yeah, I got fouled in the game, which isn't very common.
Jed, who do you want to win? I don't. I think a 0-0 would be fine. No chance. Safe hand. Fucking hell. Go on, Jed. Yeah. Oh. Let that go. Go, Jack! You take it. No, Ollie! Ollie! The ball! Oh! He should have left it. Well, it, Jason. I'm going. What's that? Hello, that ref! What? Are you offside? Oh. Just said like that, ref. It's offside. Yeah. Tackle him, Connor! There we go. Yeah, Connor! Come on, Connor. Yeah, that's right, Connor.
I thought we were all solid. I thought we all did our jobs, and that meant we didn't have to work as hard, if you like.
Go on, GG! Tackle CG! Go on, bang! Yeah, bang! Go on,
Harry will sometimes berate his players, but you know, maybe that gets the best out of them.
Pressure, Jack, pressure. That's easy, Ollie.
He mentioned that his knee was hurting and he couldn't go on.
Why did you say you didn't touch it? Stand there, stand there. Go down, sit down.
And obviously you're just thinking, you know, shit. Because our issue's always been losing defenders.
Can you carry on?
Okay, right, you know, go down and I'll get the rest attention.
Right.
I was absolutely gutted, to be honest with you. And it was the moment I realised I couldn't run anymore, was when I had to make the decision. I had to be selfless in the moment and go, I have to come off, and I can't, because I didn't want to sabotage the back line just because I wanted to play a few more minutes.
It was fine until that.
So I was just thinking about who can replace him, and in my mind the best person for that position would have been Baron.
Yes, let's go, bro! Let's go!
Unfortunately for Milligan's side, the injuries kept coming.
From our angle, it looked like he really had that. He was going to win that race.
Yes, let's go, bro! Let's go!
It's sort of a lot of things go through your mind, as I say. A, what's wrong with him? B, was he tackled? Because if the main concern was it didn't look like anything had happened to him, which is when you think that's probably a serious injury. Ruella is a huge player for us. So anyone who tried to replace him was going to had a really difficult role to do.
Harry, I'm not coming back on.
Best part about Harrison, A, he boosts morale at an incredible level, and B, he will just run. He doesn't really stop, he'll chase after people.
Midway through the first half, Naylor and Berrant produce a beautiful piece of link-up play, showcasing prime Harry ball.
Oh no! Force him out! What it, Berrant? Got to do Harry ball. Oh, lovely. What's that? You know that? That's insane! I wouldn't have that! Yeah! Yes, Harry ball! That's it! Well, away! Let's go! Press! I'll do it! He's up! Tom! Go! Run, Lewis! What the fuck is Tom doing? Keep going, Lewis, keep going!
You do have a record, by the way, as the first ever coach to ever leave a game to go to the pub. I know obviously it was for us, but to leave mid-game to go over to a...
You know what? If that is my legacy, I will be okay with that.
Now, do you want it on a bag? I've got a towel.
I feel like I was more of a first aid person at that game. You poor things drop like flies.
That she, recognises that you...
I don't know what kind of role I played in that moment, apart from the ice girl that's getting for injuries.
We really saw the benefits of that idea against the Year 12s when we came up against a group of individuals, and our teamwork got us through the game.
And as for Lewis Naylor, the rumours of the opposition targeting him came true. Yeah, it changed the atmosphere of the game. It was very obviously painful.
You don't go to kick a football like that. That he was going to kick. He did that on purpose.
The brutal force that those Year 12s tried to just throw at us.
Games can get out of hand pretty quickly, but yeah, you've got to be strong.
Away!
And Lewis, I think, bless him, he needed that rest. I think it sort of was a bit of a blessing in disguise.
He nearly killed him! He nearly killed Connor as well.
He'd been running like mad. He was constantly up and down the line. I mean, as I say, Lewis is an incredible team player. He will not stop.
Come on, Sidney!
Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother, right about now.
The Year 12s find themselves with another free kick on the edge of the box.
It goes through your head, are we going to concede from this? What's going to happen? Are the players looking ready for the rebound? We all think George has saved it. The reaction on the bench is people think George has saved it, could save George. really, really unlucky. It sort of gets a really lucky bounce and just goes in. And then you're sort of thinking, you know, shit, are we going to lose? Because you go into the game and you think, oh, you know, everyone's up for it. I think we're going to get the first goal.
Yeah.
You get battered by injuries, and then you concede a jammy free kick from somebody who, in my opinion, shouldn't even be on the pitch. You're really frustrated, and you have to then keep your head.
Having scored a jammy goal, Ben McPherson awkwardly walks over to the Bohunt bench and proceeds to shush Harry Milligan, impressing literally no one.
Obviously, you can tell from my reaction I was devastated.
Oh, he got me!
I just sort of thought, like, you know, what a dick.
Half time. Harry has 10 minutes to motivate his players to prevent a repeat of last year.
Is there a message you want Harry to be told?
Great effort, just get people in check because this is not good enough.
I think it's been a good half. I think we've been the dominant team. I just think in the final third we need a bit more commitment and get a few more shots off and we'll have it. They've had a crummy first half.
I blame TG for everything.
Okay.
Always Thomas Glazwick's fault.
What are your score predictions, by the way?
We're going to lose.
The media crew actually managed to get in to witness this half-time talk, even though you did sort of push them away. Your
Not
opinion
good.
on the
Give me a
first
second,
half.
Joe.
Okay.
Give me a second.
The games like that are won in very small individual moments of, you know, we've conceded a goal, how are we going to respond to that? And the frustrating bit was we didn't have a chance to respond to the goal because we had half time. And so it was important then to make sure, once again, I had the choice if I can either berate them for conceding a goal or I can talk to them and be like, actually, you played well. Our issue here is we aren't being attacking enough, we aren't on the front foot.
The only critique I can say of you lot is that we need to get more shots off because you're trying to dribble it past him again. You saw then, he nearly dropped it from the pass back. You know? It's just you have to get shots off.
But also, you know, resonating with them in the fact that I share their frustrations at the fact that we'd lost, you know, 3 crucial players.
We've been crippled by injuries, right? So there's no getting around that. You have to get more shots off.
My mindset was to make sure the boys understood how well they were playing and that they needed to keep playing as a team rather than start blaming individuals.
There's many leagues.
One real strength of the team is its togetherness, its spirit, its fight. And we've seen people don't stop running, and that is the absolute minimum.
In the midst of an injury crisis, Milligan looked to former players for support. Up stepped cameraman Mark Till, who had previous experience playing at left back.
Yeah, and again. Go, finish. Yes, yes. This is good, boys. This is good. Keep it up, boys. Harrison, go out. Wait, Harrison. Oh! Unlucky, boys. Well done. 2. Yes, yes. Oh, we'll take that. Good football. Good football. Ollie, up, get it up. Well in, Ollie. That's you. Harrison, keep going. Come on, Harrison. Come on, Harrison. There you go, mate. Pressure him, Come on, Harrison. Press it. Come on, Harrison. Yeah. Good stuff, boys. Go on, Will. Come on, Will. Off him. Go on, Will. You encourage the violence. Yes, TP. Kill him, Ollie. Yes, TP. Go on, TP. Let's go. Go on, Tom. Yes, Jack, go. Yes, Tom. Yes. What is that?
Whack my head.
true, to be fair. Open, grabbed him by the back of the Holly. Mate, I told you this would happen. Bloody ref. Tell the boys to rat them. They're annoyed. They're all annoyed. Come on. That's our gut. Love that, Ollie. Go on, Ollie. Yes. Yes. Well done, Tom. Oh, not the right option, Tom. Go on, win that. Win it. Winners. Go on, lads. Come on! Nine! Come on! Give him the hug, for fuck's sake! Come on! Shut up! Actually had to. He just hugged him. How on? Why is Will there, Captain? No. Right, if you're coming on, aka Robert, Slater, and Mark, do some jogging, eat the Easter as well if you come around there as well.
That was my English teacher. She's like, what? She's like, that was my English teacher.
Go on!
Me and Charlie used to work
Love it, George!
Missing key players, and still a goal down. Tensions were running high as the clock ran down.
Boys! He can't complete a pass! Bring him down! Oh, yes, the wheel! Keep going! Strong, Ollie, strong! Yeah.
The Year 13s lost yet another player, with Glazebrook leaving due to other priorities. Harry makes another 3 changes, bringing on Curden, Naylor and Culverwell.
R9.
Robbie.
You've got to love Robert. I mean, what a man.
Harry's 33 now. I tell you, just for TJ.
I know when I bring you on, Robbie.
Just reminding you, Harry. Thank you, mate. It's not now. 7 minutes, Harry. It's almost time. Maybe you should start warming up then instead of telling me what to take. I have been, Harry. No, you haven't. I literally ran to the corner flag.
I mean, I wasn't overly pleased with the way he was warming up. He started sprinting up and down the thing. Yeah. I know, I did have a quick word with him about that.
Robbie, stop, whatever that is, stop.
I actually promised him if he scored a goal, the next game he would get however many minutes he wanted.
My friends were in Petersburg. So I spent a bunch of my weekends there.
You know, TG is a huge player for us. He's a really good player. And Robbie came in and he played amazingly. He did really well.
Oh, Robert!
Yes! Go Will!
One Bunda Till has entered the box for this corner.
Come on, boys. Who's that? Oh, for fuck's sake!
TP with the try. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's unlucky.
A great chance wasted, raising nerves even higher.
Every single game. Every game.
It absolutely blasted it over and you just, oh, for fuck's sake, you know. We had a similar moment again in the second Churches game where he did the same thing. It came sort of from a corner and it bounced to him and he blasted it over the bar. And so we were really frustrated.
This boy is electric. This boy is electric and you're sparkling.
So TP is a special player in so many ways.
The heart the team has is really impressive. So I think if you carry that on.
One thing I will say about the team is they have an intense team spirit, an amazing togetherness that sort of makes up for their lack of skill and quality.
Desperate for an attack, Captain Fewings whips in a cross.
Hey, Ollie, that's it!
My hands up shaking just to let you know.
The moment I most appreciate is when that goal, when Tom Poole scored that goal against the Year 12s, and there were limbs everywhere.
Just a massive sense of relief. Yeah. You know, you're really happy that it's gone in and you feel really good for the team.
The bench erupts, reinstating belief and motivation into the team going into the final 16 minutes. Harry grabs the opportunity to get back at McPherson with both hands, silencing the Year 12s.
I sort of tried to grab his attention. I wasn't going to do an awkward walk over to him and
that would be foolish.
No, that would be silly, and return the favour.
Come on, boys!
That is bollocks. That was a year 13 throw. Some bias is going on. I'm not sure what happened pre-game, but the ref has been paid off. That went off as well. Not sure if anyone has any fucking eyes.
I'm at 800. Come on, boys! Press it, yeah. Relax, relax! Come on, Will! Pressure it, Robert! Oh, we go! Wait, Gregor! Yes, Gregor! I love it! Gregor again! Love it, Gregor! Robert! Nice, Rob!
Year 12 is getting pressures in their own side. Pressure situation, George handles it very nicely, booted back out. TP can pressure this. It's a year 13 throw.
Come on, Robbie. Passion. Okay. Come on, Harrison!
12's on the attack. To Alex on the left. Alex to the right.
Yes!
Gregor with the tackle. Didn't think you'd see that today, did you?
Why should cut his side? Come on, guys.
Gregor with another tackle, then gets pushed over. Only fans pressuring someone, pushing him over a little bit of a tassel. He's come out with the ball though, that's my captain.
A misplaced pass from Curden opens up a clear chance for the Year 12s. The bench brace for a last-minute killer blow.
Gregor, that's yours every day.
You know, you see their players are on goal and you just think, oh shit, you know, we're going to throw it all away.
Year 12, one-on-one with George. It's over the top, but he's missed it.
I thought all these shorts are going to go down.
Lewis, lovely touch. Into the middle to Tom. He's got space on his right and his left. Lucas is intercepted. All over the top, and I think Gregor, the solid centre-back today. Will Crystal on the wing. Tries to take one over, doesn't work. Although tackled, Year 13 recover. Robbie with the ball. Puts one into Lewis. Oh.
Robbie! Excellent!
Jack with another cross. So it's into. Oh, unlucky. Hamish, 1v3 in this situation. They've stalled Hamish intercept. Beautiful. Ollie, little bit of tussling going on.
There's a really distinct moment of Hamish Henderson when it's a 3v1. He makes, you know, massive interceptions.
With just minutes to go, the game is completely up in the air.
Harrison! Harrison, run! He's going! He's going!
Year 13's pressuring, recovered by Ethan Roberts, the one and only. Robbie, very miles offside, unluckily recovers the ball, but he is beyond offside. Cover it. Will Crystal on the wing. Oh, intercepted by the defender. Robbie was nearly on there.
Yes, Shelby, they're and he's having a seat. He's made his sarcastic comment. He's having a sit down.
Jack Lee in the middle.
Release it, Jack!
Well done from Lucas. Gregor, what the fuck was that? I don't have anything to say about that one.
That'll do, Greg.
Lewis pressuring Ben. Will he get taken out again? Marcus trying to take out Ben, trying to get revenge. That went off, and he's still trying to play it.
Calm me down, boys! Think about it!
With momentum on their side, Paul picks up the ball and runs at the defence.
Ben and Lewis still tasseling. Lewis plays a lovely ball to Mark. He's over to TP. Go on, TP! Come on, push it for a touch. Shoot!
Run it down the middle!
Year 12's calling ref for what? They don't fucking know. They're just disappointed.
I love it!
It's taken over a year, but for the first time in a Bohunt derby, Milligan's side are ahead.
This time it was less relief and more just, joy. Really happy, finally we can celebrate a goal. We knew it was near the end of the game, so we could sort of celebrate it properly.
I mean, that photo of, Harry and Jason Tyndall jumping up and down on the sidelines, I think really summarises how much it meant to everyone. And it meant a lot to me too.
And away! George out! Come! Body to win! That's it. Oh! It's our ball. Oh, I could have held it. I could have held it then. Yeah, you should have done your. I was doing moments of respect. Yes, George!
It's once again that sense of relief that you get from those small moments in the game. So George's decision to obviously position himself so he can intercept that was massive.
No! Oh, fuck it out! Oh, no! Get in there!
The bench eagerly awaited the final whistle, enduring the longest 2 minutes of their lives.
Yeah! Well done, Matt! Yes! Oh, that's what that's for. You need to type wait for his own. Time is time. There is no rush.
The way that I was invited up at the very end, the way that you brought me up there.
Oh, it's Coach Jarvis, you'll be here. Coach, you got to come over in.
Honestly, I was like, oh my god, I felt always a part of the team, but in that moment I went, I made it. I made it.
He's coming on.
I think it's bad news for the English game.
Yes, Tom! Yes! Yes! Rolling! Don't get it, don't let it.
Everyone seems to know the score. They've seen it all before. They just know, they're so sure that England's gonna throw it away, gonna blow it away. But I know they can play, 'cause I remember 3 lines on the shirt.
Best we played in a long time, to be honest.
And the way that you won with sort of last minute goals, and it was a great game.
So many jokes, so many sneers, but all those also nears weigh you down through the years. But I still see that tackle by Moore, and when it gets scored, Bobby Belt in the ball.
Extremely proud for the school, for the club, for our owners. Very proud. Such a massive sense of relief. Yeah. Thank God it's over. It's sort of how we all felt.
Through pure fight, grit and determination, they managed to win.
Winning more than Tottenham have in 18 years. They're very proud.
I was just so proud of all the boys, everyone involved, everyone had contributed in some way.
It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home.
To win our biggest trophy of our career, so it was quite special.
So our relationship is very good. Captain, gaffer, yeah, very good.
Yeah, I've known him my whole life, and I've played football with him for many years now.
It's, as you say, everything's come full circle. Yeah, just really proud.
And it's brought the sixth form together in a way that I haven't really seen before.
What does BFC mean to you?
It means every layer of community cohesion that we build in the sixth form is a great thing.
Being a team and one unit, you know, not thinking about individuals and not relying on individual people to get you through.
For the past 2 years, it has been one of the best things of my life.
Like Shankly said, football's not a matter of life or death, it's more important than that.
Yeah, BFC is the suits on, you know, on match days. It's all the social media stuff.
For the past 2 years here, I think Wednesday training, the matches we did have, it meant everything to me.
You know, stepping up when other people need you to.
Heart and soul of everything of why we do what we do.
Playing for BFC has given me the chance to prove to myself that I can actually play for and contribute to a football team.
The togetherness of the team was something so special.
Particularly this year, it's shown the real qualities of the sixth form in particular, the year group and the school as a whole.
I think BFC isn't just about the team, it's about everything around the team and how everyone came together as one and made something pretty excellent, I would say.
And the sort of rivalry between the two squads that would always sort of form on those Wednesdays.
It means accomplishment, you know. It means getting the best out of the small things, you know.
You know, I wouldn't change a thing, so it's amazing. Yeah.
I think huge credit has to go to Jake and the coaching staff of Harry, Jason and Brooke. I think they've been amazing throughout. They've made it so special.
It's the people of that team that have come together, and it means everything to me.
And I'm incredibly proud to be part of it, to be captain and make friends and be...
You know, a few own goals here and there from our captain Ollie, but we moved past it, you know. We didn't hold any grudges.
We've had crowds from all over the school. We've played against other schools who have rightly complimented us for that.
The way it builds relationships is why I love football, and it's why I love the Bohunt's football team for that reason.
So I think what it means in a few words is spirit, fight, togetherness and fun.
I think I was alright. I think alright is the way I would summarise my... Improved on some things, but a trophy and our first win isn't too bad, I'd say.
Absolute pleasure to be part of, and I want to thank Sadiq and everybody for keeping me around and letting me be involved.
You know, I was the man who died standing. Fuck! I've got...
I'm the calmest drunk there is.
He is, yeah. You know, tendency to, how do you say it, piss himself.
When you took a shot at the keeper and started wheeling away to celebrate, only for him to save it comfortably.
Do you want to sum up your relationship with Milligan?
Very, very close.
What does BFC mean to you, Will?
Everything. No, I don't like the way I said everything.
Okay, let's try that again. Ollie, what did you implying that means he was going to lose the game because he was on your team?
No, I wouldn't.
So. What do you think of BFC?
I've never fucking heard of that shit, bro.
Can you run us through your relationship with Milligan?
Sexual.
So bro. So what do you think of BFC?
I love BFC.
Yeah.
I love Ollie Fewings and the goals he scores.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really nice community. And Harry Milligan is the fittest man I've ever seen in my life.
If not, with the utmost respect, why are you saying this now?
And I just really want to go home.
What does BFC mean to you as a person?
Not a lot.
Can I get your opinions on the match so far?
Just turned up.
Ah.
So I haven't got much to say.
Fuck! No! Fucking hell! No!
Ollie doesn't appreciate is when he went to take a throw in during the game and I told everyone to come closer because he had little arms.
A question for Harry, is Robbie Caldwell an easy lover? Will I maybe take the other earphone out so you can actually... I was going to say, I've not seen him in training for a while.
He doesn't
I'm training every week.
You weren't there yesterday?
No.
Yeah, Tom.
I did tell Harry he was the worst striker ever on his birthday.
Yeah, he's not very happy.
No, he wrote it in my card.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. You are though, Harry.
Yeah. When friends have described him as Mr. Incredible, do you
I think it worked. This is how we're going to keep H under control.
Is there a reason why I was being used as target practice in training?
We can't leak right now the tactics that we are using, but
I think we just picked it up from your captain.
No, you're imagining things.
I think if I scored a goal, my shirt's coming off.
Yeah.
Even my shorts will come off. I see myself as more an assist player. You know, I assisted the other team twice. So, you know,
obviously you do already have one assist.